From armor stats to hidden exotics, here are 10 things in Destiny 2 that you already know. We have quite a lot of stuff to cover today, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video before clicking off or making a comment. Let's begin. Astrocyte Verse is the perfect weapon for any aggressive shotgun blink warlocks, or warlocks that want to cause some free volatile in PvE. But did you know that the wording on the helmet is a little vague? The perk reads that you blink further and more frequently, weapons ready quickly out of blink, and radar remains up while also providing a small boost to the airborne effectiveness of all weapons. That section in the middle there, the part about the radar, is the vague part. When it says your radar remains up, it doesn't just mean blinking, because if you try to ADS a weapon, you will find that it works similarly to Knucklehead radar and grants radar while aiming down sights on all weapons except for exotic weapons. Weave Walk is an incredibly strong aspect when used correctly, but in PvP, it's actually weaker than it looks. A lot of people seem to think that it has some damage resistance, more damage resistance than a super, but the truth is it has slightly less to equal amounts of damage resist compared to normal roaming supers. Take a look. This next one came from our comment section, so thanks for leaving helpful things for others to know and for subscribing. Lumina is often looked at as the weaker of the exotic hand cannons, but against stasis, it will grant some special tools. If you grant the target Blessing of the Sky, for some reason, the game will override any stasis freezes you have on you and will essentially cure you of that freeze effect, getting you unfrozen slightly faster. Next time you're encountering a lot of freeze, grab your Lumina and get your healing shots ready to go. There is a healthy amount of debate going on right now among the community about bows, since sniper rifle body shots just got weaker in PvP. But let me make this worse for you. Bows will actually trigger precision-based perks such as Cascade Point in just one shot. This means that there is a really easy way to get that Cascade Point synergy going as long as you have a bow ready to go. Reprocking and just make that bullet hose for an easy follow-up. Another from our comment section: while Tormentors have been in the game for quite a while, a lot of people don't know that you can make their Void Vortex blasting attack shorter by shooting it while it's active. It's a subtle bump, but make sure you throw some shots into it if you're ever getting pinned, especially heavy ammo, because understandably it works even better when you have more damage, so fire at will. Bungie tells us pretty plainly that extra stats above 10 don't actually increase any further. But that's actually not entirely true. Recovery, for some reason, will grant even quicker health regeneration if you get it to go past at least 150. This makes you practically unkillable outside of immediate one-shot effects, and I'm amazed more PvP players don't know about this. It's borderline game-breaking. The new exotic, the Moth Keeper's Wraps, have an interesting quirk about them. Everyone already knows that the moths will both become overshield moths when you aren't around enemies, but did you know that if you were to chase down your damaging moth, it will also grant you an overshield boost? It is pretty situational, but it could be a life or death saving situation. Thanks again to our comment section for this little helpful tidbit. It's fairly common knowledge that the Radiant Dodge, aka the Acrobat Dodge, does a small amount of damage to enemies. But did you know that if you were to use this ability above a target and land partially on their head, it will allow you to eliminate them? Unusual, granted, but it can't hurt to add this to your tool belt. I don't often go to the moon, but when I did, I found out that there are these terminals in the public space that can be interacted with. Each terminal will glow an orange color with a particular screen and will give you the prompt to, quote, reset terminal, which after 5 will summon a Taken-esque bridge, I guess you could call it. Crossing that bridge gives you the ability to spawn a big purple ball for 5,000 glimmer. And this is where most people stop, but if you take this ball and carefully push it down the entire game ramp, it will give you an exotic from Shadowkeep that you don't already own. Absolutely amazing and incredibly useful if you don't want to go grinding. Have you ever started to throw a weighted throwing knife as a hunter and realized you didn't have enough time for the follow through? A lot of people don't know that you can actually just cancel this throwing animation by simply using your unpowered melee button. All you have to do is have one of your buttons bound to the unpowered melee, and as soon as it starts up, it'll cancel it. Don't believe me? Take a look. A huge shout out to the sponsors of this video, people who formulate opinions without getting all the info. Thank you. Without you, misinformation would not be able to spread, and we would be very bored. Thank you so much. Subscribe or I will run your printer out of ink. Bless your faces, and deuces.
La 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 la. Oh. La 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 la. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. La 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 la. Oh la la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ba ba da 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 da. La la.